Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Raiders going up against the Buccaneers. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Darryl Smith is a very reliable linebacker who can rush off the edge and also cover in the secondary.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's complete to Walford. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, Murray. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll try and run with Murray. It'll be a gain of 9, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Now Carr, caught left side to Crabtree. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
First carry now for Doug Martin. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Second down, Winston. It's caught, Humphreys. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught by Roberts. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Finding time. Looking deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So out come the Bucs now. And a 3-and-out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Wilson Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and Central Link Field in Seattle, home of the 12s. As we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Diego Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
14, run it. Tempo.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. On second down, here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that takes us from second to third down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
Hey. Go.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way in.
He's a fucking pick.
Seattle. Luke Wilson, 69 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that
Weakest night in armor I've ever seen.
How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time to get a glance at the offensive starters, and one of those isn't J.J. Watt, but it's Derek Watt that we talk about.
Nothing wrong with being little bro here. A starting fullback at the University of Wisconsin. Not many teams are utilizing this position in the NFL, but he fits perfectly. Will be a great lead blocker and can catch the ball out of the backfield.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Gordon, of course, injured his hip in Week 14, sitting just 3 yards shy of 1,000.
That's powerful motivation to come back from an injury, isn't it? And he's going to have an opportunity, it sounds like, to get that done and get his first 1,000-yard season as a pro. What a bounce back from 2015 as a rookie, where he had plenty of struggles, to 2016, where he was a huge factor in any type of success San Diego had.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he dropped it.
Come on,
Sherm,
Daddy.
Tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser.
Something ain't right when we talking. It look like you out of your mind. Really, you never find. No, you can't stun me. You would never get to
And
run.
he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Seahawks. They won the NFC West, wrapping it up in Week 15. They've won it 4 out of the last 5 years, Charles. And what New England has been able to do has dwarfed everything else. But that's a pretty good run out west, is it not?
It's a fantastic run because, remember, we were talking about the NFC West being the most competitive division in football. for about a 3-year stretch there between them and San Francisco. Remember, the Rams played all of them tough. Arizona got involved in the whole deal. So it's a great run by them, and they don't believe that they're finished. Not by any stretch of the imagination. They're looking to get one of the home field advantages in the playoffs.
Now Wilson on second down, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. They got 18 yards
one
out of
play
that
kill,
one, and
son.
it gets them a new set of downs.
You talk about mobility and quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Oh, you got this. Oh, you make me want to bust nuts all over the place. You're disgusting. And I love it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Behind you.
Flushed down right. And hits Jermaine Curse. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Curse. 44 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and
thank you,
oftentimes
baby.
on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Wilson, that is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14 to nothing. I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted a three-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case, now maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Houska now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us.
Don't do it.
And give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Not to do it.
Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2. It'll be second down.
I bet your parents.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
No, they were bottom of the AFC.
Pressure.
Second to last in the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Dontrell Inman, 76 yards.
Lucky.
And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly.
That's how the game is designed, though.
Not that much room to operate.
Offense will
So
run
that
all
tells
over
you
the
about
place.
his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
14.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Yeah, you
16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Alongside my broadcast
I
partner,
don't know
Charles
what to do
Davis,
with this
Brandon Gordon.
He got
It's the
too many
Seahawks with
options.
a football to
He
begin
can
quarter
run
number
his
2.
quarterback. He can
And
throw
they're
it
on
to
the
the
move
first
here.
guy,
They've
the
got it
second guy, the
1st
third
and
guy.
10.
Stay in the pocket. He can run that motherfucker. I can't guard him.
So
I
for that
should just
big gain,
do
let's
it.
see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Don't press him. Oh, man, it's all bad right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Catch made right side by Wilson. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right and try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
That's a no. Shit. What did I say about that? It'll be
1st down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. For
Something
Rawls, they're going to need to figure something out going into the playoffs because you look back to Week 15, 21 carries, 34 yards. That has to improve if they want to make a run.
I agree totally with that because even though they have switched to Russell Wilson being the focal point of their offense, running the ball is still their bread and butter. And if they have Thomas Rawls at peak efficiency, then the Seahawks are really ready to go. But the Rams' defensive front, when they're at their best, 3 first-rounders up front, hard to move it against.
That's who he was going against in Week 15. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, you got to actually
I'd
put
love
these
to
caps
sit
on there.
down
That's why they
at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson with his 2nd touchdown in this 1st half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Piece of cake, juicy. Let's go. Oh, wow, they
falls
cheated.
incomplete.
In
So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the
Let's go down here.
secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you
Wow.
have that much time to throw the ball,
you have to be on
someone's
the
going to
Wi-Fi
shake
now.
free and you'll find an open receiver.
Yes.
But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Rivers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Brandon, I think the
Why you guys
NFL in
getting
recent
beat like
years
that?
made an absolute brilliant tactical decision, and that was to move a lot of the divisional games to the end of the year in hopes that it would mean something. And, you know, remember at that time it was, hey, we don't want people to rest players down the stretch. Well, I think it's worked brilliantly because we've got some big-time games.
There goes Melvin
Lucky ass
Gordon.
shit. They wouldn't even let me move.
And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. This kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now another shot here at the PAT. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah,
Go for two.
offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Bitch.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
19.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end
my own
set.
guy got in
It's
my way.
always
That
interesting to
was
watch what
fucking-
offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Easy. Let's go.
On second down, Rawls. And they'll stop him right
Man, they are
on the
fucking
midfield
shooting like a
stripe. Give him
motherfucker,
3
boy.
yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Big drive right here.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards there on a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The grab made by Curse over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set 50. Alert. Set 51.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have...
And that's
I fucking did not.
Oh, and all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego.
Wow.
Travis Benjamin, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a
Back up,
300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every...
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus
hell,
you're
it's cheating
closing
me.
down
Challenge, that's my
your
house,
space,
man.
right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And Wilson has it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is... Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's
Wow.
no good. So
Little
we've hit
fucking
intermission.
fuck.
It's halftime.
Did not
This is
get
the
there.
NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here's Rivers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Finds his target. It's Gates. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Now Gordon on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners,
right.
guys you can't
Take our
complete
time with
passes
it now.
against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And he takes this up right near the
Have
45-yard
to call a
line.
timeout.
Just what you want on a first down
Wrong
run. Call it
fucking
8
defense.
yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground, rolls again, and he'll take it down shy of the 45
Better
at the
call that
46.
timeout, dog. You know you're
This is
gonna
a
have
gain
to.
of 8, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a
Better call
yard
that
to go
timeout.
for the first.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He may try and run for this. And a gain there of 11 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers, and you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face.
Bullshit.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Doesn't matter, we're always going to have the lead.
All the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Tyrell Williams, 51 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. 17 yards of the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Catch made right side by Wilson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
Oh, wow, I should have ran it.
Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They think their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
That is caught. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a
And he's into the end zone.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how
Do what you know
they
he
decide
can.
to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting to see.
The big fella! The 40! The
You
20!
cannot stop that shit.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 89 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious. They needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On the ground, Rawls. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
Moment.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy.
Why do you guys
They do
commit
it going
after the
forward.
break?
They did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay,
We
we
know
gave
what
up a
he's going
score
to do. I
last
don't know
time.
why they're...
What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Rivers on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 21. And that'll be good for a San Diego first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback as a slide and find open space to throw.
Going right over there.
A second down throw for Rivers.
Yep.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew.
That's the play right there.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure you can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On third down, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Nothing.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and
he
dropped it. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Spark another joint. I want to smoke my boy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I want to smoke my boy.
14, 9, 380.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Yeah.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first
There's
down.
the burrito right there. Go to the 2-minute warning, baby.
Where's it? Motherfucker, Chris, nigga. Get the motherfucker, Chris, nigga.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
95. Shotgun.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right, and the hit jarred loose.
They have to let me drop
It's
all my
incomplete.
passes now.
As
Just trying to give him a
tight ends go, he might
chance.
not provide the
They want me
super
to turn it
flashy
over
plays
and give
very
him a
often,
chance.
but he's pretty
Wow.
reliable. Usually an excellent target,
One play
and
is
normally
killing him.
catches what's thrown to him,
Everybody.
but he didn't on that play.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Shotgun.
On 3rd down, Procise. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. In motion is the tight end, Graham. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will have a first down
Let's go.
here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
You're gonna hate this
And now it
play.
looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Let me just audible everybody into the right.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh,
Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing now is Wilson. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. 3rd down here.
Damn, they don't call shit.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's He's closing in now, right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wilson to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's
Yeah,
going to
you
get
can't
this
block, bro.
inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Good
And
game.
they're going to speed things up here.
You're blowing on everybody.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
All right, back everybody
now
up.
Everything here.
Last
We're
play
going
of
to
the
get a
game.
timeout by the offense. It's just their
Everybody's
first.
deep.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Palmer to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Brandon, if I submit David Johnson's numbers for the season, the running back for the Arizona Cardinals, 14 straight games over 100 yards from scrimmage, I think you'd say he's an MVP candidate, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, and he set the Cardinals. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. William Golston in on the stop.
Get ready. 1-8.
On second down, Palmer. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Here we go.
On third down, Palmer. Over the middle, it's Fells. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
550.
They come out here in the eye.
Move ready. Flip, flip, flip. Easy.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. Cut back, left sideline. Look at the dance and the juke. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They run again on first down. Martin. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
In motion, the tight end. Play clock winding down. On second down, Martin. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Jameis to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you really.
This is caught at the 20. They'll get 32 yards there, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Jameis on 2nd down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clinton McDonald in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit him.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Get ready.
Now it's Palmer. Flush to his right. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
So many times when I've been working with you, you've talked about a quarterback dropping it in the bucket on a deep pass.
Oh, boy.
You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Ezekiel dropped his body into the bucket. It was his charity bucket behind the end zone against Tampa Bay after scoring a touchdown. How cool is that?
I thought it was one of the greatest celebrations for a touchdown I've ever seen. And you know what? It's a good charity. Money going to feed families during the holiday season. And the numbers have shown that jump into the bucket has helped the bigger jump into the bucket to feed those families. So very cool. 3rd and long for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now here's Ross. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Levante David in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Wide, 18.
On second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on off.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A 1st down throw for Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Jameis again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th and 4.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The third quarter starts with a run by Martin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Boyd has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Johnson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to
This is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time running out here on the play clock. First down, here's the run with Martin. And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 37 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? To throw is Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again here, Palmer. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Let's go. Blue 95.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Shift together here from the D-line. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Ready. 125.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Jameis to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ross on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Now,
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Another part of this Cardinal rotation, this is Chris Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And quickly, they get to the line.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's Huff to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On the stop that time, Frosty Rucker. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Second down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and just 1. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Again, it's Martin, and he stopped immediately there. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
Halfback sent in motion. Winston to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucks have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Arrowhead. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Smith, eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
It's been a heck of a year in Kansas City for running backs because Jamal Charles, who naturally would be the lead back there or just about anywhere else he would like to play, he didn't get the number of carries you would expect due to injury, but Spencer Ware has jumped in and played quite well, partner.
Yeah, should finish right around 1,000 yards. Struggling a little bit down the stretch, but he's got a playoff push to think about as well.
Yeah, I think that'll motivate him with the last couple of games, as well as you said, getting into the playoffs and having a chance to run on a national stage.
Smith on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again with Ware. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
2nd down following the run. On the run, it's Ware. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
From the 50, it's Smith. Looking left side, that's caught by Maclin. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. To throw with Smith, caught here by Conley. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money.
26.
The play clock's running down. This is Starks. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that,
Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson from 13 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
and that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This is taken at the 3. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. So the D-line's going to spread out. Starts. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Hey, 626.
A play fake to Starks. Now Rodgers backing up. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Play clock winding down. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Complete. This is Albert Wilson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
All right, as we sit here right now, let's look after Week 15 teams that are in. Seahawks clinching NFC West, NFC East Cowboys in, AFC West Raiders, and then, of course, the Patriots out of the AFC East. Who do you like?
I tell you what, it's still hard for me to go against the Patriots, even though we know that Gronk won't play throughout the playoffs. They know how to adjust better than any team in football. But Dallas, I know people want to find a way to knock them out of this deal. I think that youth will be served for Dallas. And what Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are giving them, I think the rest of the team is feeding off of it.
One team I didn't mention maybe that could make some noise. Who?
I would say Green Bay, because they still have a chance to win the NFC North in a showdown possibly with Detroit in the final week of the season. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Now Smith, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Smith. That's caught at the 3. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alex Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would...
Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run now with Ware. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
He's going to take another looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before break, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They come up in an offset eye. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, the focus is always on the quarterback. What did he do? Getting outside of the pocket, finding open receivers. But how about the receivers themselves? Understanding that they have to change the rules of their routes when their quarterback is scrambling.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 77 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A gain of 6 there on first. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Rodgers will try again on second down. It's brought in by Janis. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Force! Over! Force!
On second down, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
8 yards to go here on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set! Ready! 3!
Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Hey, blue 45, hold force. Set, ready.
They run it here. Ware. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to throw. He completes it middle of the field to Janis. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead, still a 1 possession.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bradford's Vikings going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. first carry for Adrian Peterson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
A couple weeks ago, you and I were talking about whether or not AP would return this year. Well, he did return in Week 15, but only 6 carries, and he put the ball on the carpet as well.
About the return, were you really surprised that he made it back? Because I really wasn't, because, you know, he actually regenerates. I mean, it's unbelievable, his healing powers. But coming back and not having that contact, not being on the field for so long, the rust was bound to show, and it did in the last game.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On second down, Bradford again. And Rudolph has it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Back to the ground, Peterson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll bang that one through. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This rushing attack for Detroit been near the bottom of the league all season long. As of Week 15, under 82 a game. Do they need an every down back next year?
You know me, partner. I always love a guy who can do everything, and that's the guy that I want to build my attack around. So if Amir Abdullah had been able to stay healthy for Detroit, I think he'd be their every down type of a back, and Theo Riddick would be freed up to do what he does best. Run routes, catch the ball in the secondary. But now, Riddick has had to take on much more of a load running it, and Dwayne Washington, the rookie, has tried to fill in as well.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Ebron caught left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Stafford here. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
From the 50, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Stafford looks to throw again. Complete here to the right to Golden. A very solid gain of 27.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, it's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
To the air again. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate from 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run again with Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bradford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Green, 90. Green.
Play action for Peterson. Now here's Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Bradford to throw for it on 4th. Deep drop, escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Well, partner, recently we've had a lot of MVP discussions. Here's the thing I wanted to ask you. A guy like David Johnson having a great year, but his team's below 500. Should he be able to win the MVP award?
Personally, I think so. I think what always hurts a guy like David Johnson in that position is if you have other people having monster years as well. So for a lot of voters, the tiebreaker is who's having a better team season. And that's what ends up eliminating guys like David Johnson. Despite the year he's having, in any normal deal, David Johnson would be one of the top 2 guys for the MVP race.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
32, 22. Here we go. 50. Hey, attack 50 left. Hey, Monday. Set, 280. On the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 54 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he puts it through. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is going to loop. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long for Bradford. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm, You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
I love how he just charged off the line of scrimmage as fast as he could, gave a head fake or two, and headed toward the post in the middle of the field. How about the delivery of the football? A big play as a result.
On first down, Stafford here. Ebron caught left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
50-50. 50-50. Set. Yellow leading. Yellow.
From the red zone now, Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Brandon, whenever anyone talks about Golden Tate as a receiver, they always talk about how multifaceted he is, don't they? Slot, out wide, you can move him into the backfield. Just keep him on the move and get him the ball. The thing I like most about him is yards after catch. He's back near the top of the league again in 2016.
On pace for 1,000. First year not playing second fiddle. He's handling it pretty well.
Yeah, he likes being the #1 guy. It fits his personality, and it fits his production this year as well.
To the air again, Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he's going to go, and the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Bradford to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
There we go now.
On third down, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
60, 40 gun, 40 gun.
On 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Real right, 22.
On second down, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed.
Yeah, he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adrian Peterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. So out now come the Lions. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Ready, lady, they go here.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them. Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden. And we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
On the ball.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 57 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Stephon Diggs, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Set, lady. Fifty. Hey, go here. Back 54.
Second and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chad Greenway from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Time running out here on the play clock.
Big 20.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Here's McKinnon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Desperation time. Bradford on fourth down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Set, lady. 21.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing again, Bradford on 2nd and 10, backing up. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Bradford now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Real right, 22. Here we go. Got a 20.
Stafford going to throw it. Ebron caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Monday. Set, lady.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Tag 50, tag 50. Right, 22. Block.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Sherrills to return it. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They run again on first down. Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.